This 1 Degree Outside video is brought to you by Bell Tower Commercial Real Estate Group, reimagining and revitalizing properties across the Merrimack Valley. From property management to brokerage, sales, and consulting, Bell Tower helps connect the right spaces with the right people, strengthening communities one building at a time. Ready to elevate your property? Head to belltowercregroup.com to get started.
Beach and boating forecast here at the 1 Degree Outside Weather Network. I'm meteorologist Matt Noyes, and this is going to be looking out toward Thursday, August 7th. Let's go ahead and get into it. Just a reminder, as you take the boat out, if you've got a favorite spot to go out, or you got lobster pots, favorite fishing spot, or even if you're a beach goer, you just have a favorite spot to plop down your chair, you can get the forecast that precise. Get our app, 1 Degree Outside Weather, App Store, and Google Play. Save your location, whatever city is closest to where you're going to be if you're going to be offshore, and then use the pinpoint features, the 3 dots next to your location, that location list. You can pinch and zoom and put that pin anywhere you want to get the forecast for any location you need. Meanwhile, high pressure coming over the waters of eastern New England means that things will be fairly quiet for us on Thursday. We've talked in our Insights video about the fact that Dexter, the tropical system way down to the south and east, now over the open ocean, the North Atlantic, has thrown some swell back at us. So Georgia's Bank, northern flank, going to be running about a 4 to 5 foot sea. Closer to shore, it's going to be more like a 2 to 3 foot sea that'll be with us. And there really isn't a whole lot of wind to write home about that would change things along the way. As we get into the course of Friday, still about a 2 to 3 foot sea, but notice you've got that 4-footers, 5-footers when you get offshore. There's actually a second system that's going to be trying to develop down to the south, may become tropical, but again, far enough away, you may throw some swell at us, increase the rip currents a little bit for you, but wouldn't be something that would necessarily be a big impact for New England, even as we head to the upcoming weekend. The cloudy skies, a little bit of a kind of representation here. There will be clouds in the morning, all right? So if you wanted to get out there and you wanted to enjoy soaking up the rays, the morning, not so much. It's mostly high altitude stuff. It does thin out and you get sunnier as you get to the midday and afternoon. So I think there's more optimism here than what a little icon can show, which is why we do what we do. UV index will still end up high because of the afternoon sun that strengthens a late morning high tide. And the moderate rip currents, again, come from some of that swell that's been thrown off by Dexter. Moderate rip currents for the areas that are in yellow, and then the red represents a high risk of rip currents developing. It's small pockets, except for the national seashore, but we do have them showing up anyway. Notice those ocean water temperatures really have done well in the last week. We've gained about 4 or 5 degrees in some spots on the eastern waters, and that'll continue to be the case. Notice we're starting to climb, too, when you get along the southern coast of Maine all the way up to Cape Elizabeth. In terms of the zoomed-in view for the south coastal waters, generally 0 to a foot going through the bays, harbors, sounds, and inlets, and then 2 to 3 feet as you get into the open waters south of Block Island, south of the islands. Farther north you go, a 1 to 2 foot sea. You pick up the 2 foot waves just outside of Thatcher Island. And in the farther north that you go, we're talking about a 1 to 2 foot sea up and down the Maine coastline as well. Remember, we looked at that bigger swell that sits farther offshore. Membership.onedegreeoutside.com, the 1 Degree Outside enthusiast level, you get access to our 3 times weekly beach, boating, and quick look at the tropics discussion that we put in there as well. Danielle and I do that on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and you get a whole bunch of niche maps. So like the stuff we show you here, but it goes out to 4 days. So check that out. That's how it looks for now. Hope you have a great day. We'll see you with updates always. 1degreeoutside.com and atop the home screen of the 1 Degree Outside weather app.